Alright, and welcome to another video. So, I see they got the National Guard out there in full force. So according to the reports, not only they out there in Chicago, boots on the ground, they're in Memphis, boots on the ground. So let's talk about it, y'all, and kind of dissect what exactly does all this mean. Well, first off, it shouldn't surprise you, and I'm sure it doesn't, because Trump already said they was going on tour city to city, and I'm sure they're going to be making their way to the West Coast. You know, after they get out the Midwest, they may hit down south first, then they're going to hit to the West Coast. And we'll be staying tuned. But I do have a few questions regarding the National Guard being out there. Okay, for one, now I hear they're going to certain cities, I know, that high on crime, but exactly in what legal capacity are they out there doing? I mean, are they out there just tracking down illegal immigrants, or do they got a list of people or groups of interest prior to the city that they go to? Or are they just out there randomly stopping and frisking people? Or are they hemming people up like the local PD? And another thing, because I see on TV they hemming citizens up. Now, I ain't gonna say, but I done heard some reports that they putting the 2 on the 10. They ain't just really walking down on the citizens like that. But I don't know. And if they in your city, let us know. But nevertheless, whoever they grab, if it's a citizen, where are they taking them? Are they taking them to jail? Are they going to a military base? Is it if they grab me instead of the PD, is it a different charge, a different law? Now, who knows? I'm sure they may have already outlined this. Maybe, maybe not. Or are they just out there for show? And another thing, because of course you're going to have some people that's with it and some people that ain't. And I'll say this, because on the surface, who don't want safer streets? I can see somebody, well, I ain't going to say I can see, but some people will, yeah, man, come get them all. Come get them all. The only drawback to that is, for one, who is all? And if in fact they do get them all, who's going to be the next all? It's going to be you. But I digressed. But the thing is, y'all, honestly, because I ain't going to go too deep down a rabbit hole, I'm going to really keep it surface value on this video. But I just see, and somebody made a reference, and I referenced it myself, about it being a civil war, not necessarily in the physical, although it is physical, but more in an ideological respect. And there's levels to that too. And I say that because, back to what I was saying, as far as a lot of people rooting for the National Guard to come get you, whoever you is. And hey, let's look at it a different way though. Let's just say Trump, in other words, is telling the city, man, either y'all clean up y'all BS or we will. Because I hear the mayor of Chicago, he putting up a fight. And a lot of cities are, because, and mistake me if I'm wrong, I think so far he only went to liberal cities. And of course, one would argue, well, them the cities with the most high crime rate. Whatever. But, and again, there's always something more than meets the eye. So there's also a hidden, I ain't even gonna say a hidden hand, but there's hidden objectives and hidden intel with putting boots on the ground. In my opinion, that's my opinion. But honestly, y'all, in a way, it's, some people don't care. Some people be like, hey, it's a saying, the law don't apply to me because I don't break it. But we know that's a hell of a gray area. But that is a good saying. But I will say this, though, because that is a good question that I do want to know as far as what legal capacity. Are they operating? Are they in conjunction? Are they moving in with intel from the feds? Again, do they already got a list of people or groups of interest? And I'm sure they got areas of interest. They just gonna come to the hood, to the ghetto, and just stand out there. Well, I mean, what they doing? Are they just walking around patrolling? I mean, obviously they out there. Are they checkpoints? What exactly they doing? So those are questions I want to know, man. And I just want to go back to the whole, because again, you're going to see some people saying, yeah, come get them all. And on the surface, that may, whoever all is, I don't know who all is though, but that may seem appropriate. But you give them an inch, they going to take a mile. That's just how I look at it now, shit. And well, I'm definitely not gonna say hire no more police. And let's not get it twisted, because I know I may appear to be pro bad guy by the position I'm taking or how I'm leaning, because I'm kind of skeptical about law and order. But like I said, man, you give them an inch, they gonna take a mile, man. And ain't nothing new under the sun, man. This is what I'm seeing. You got a lot of, I ain't even gonna say dumbass people, because people are stupid. So you just gonna, the anonymous faces, man, in history that was in that loud crowd when God blew that motherfucker up or something. One of the many idiots that don't see the writing on the wall or didn't learn from the millions of stories in the past. When certain shit go in a certain direction, this probably gonna happen. So you might want to prep. I don't know though. But I just want to fill y'all in on that and let y'all know kind of how I take it as far as the National Guard going to cities out here. I would think they'd be better served protecting the country, against terrorism or something, foreign and domestic. I guess they doing it domestic here though. But that's it, y'all, man. I just wanted to rap with y'all real quick though. But let me know what y'all think about that though. Are you one of them people that's like, yeah, man, bring the National Guard in, man. I'm tired of seeing these young thugs, these YNs, these hoodlums, who really is basically your people you grew up, your family, them they kids, them your kids. Or you like, man, hold on, pump the brakes. What y'all doing out here, man? Like, with, but me, by the way, I'm thinking if they come my way, shit, I'm trying to figure out a way how I'm gonna sell them something. What can I sell y'all, man? How can I do business? Since y'all out here, buy this bottle of water or something else. I'm out, y'all. This Bad News Brown breaking it down, man.